So loss of vector subtraction. As we have discussed in the last class about loss of vector addition, in the same way we have loss of vector subtraction. If I consider two vectors A bar and B bar, and if I try to see whether the commutative law obeys or not, let's see what we'll get. Let's see. Commutative law. First one is commutative law does not obey laws of subtraction. It does not obey. That means I can write in this way: A bar minus B bar is not equal to B bar minus A bar.
Sir, board clear
A bar
sir.
minus B bar is not equal to B bar minus A bar. Let's see why it is not obeyed for this, but you can try for associative law later on. See, let me consider two vectors. One is A bar. One is A bar. And I have to subtract the
Sir,
second vector, that is B bar, from A bar.
Board clear
sir,
sir.
board clearly, sir.
Sir, clear
Board
sir,
clear.
board. Yes, sir.
Okay. ఒక్క నిమిషం నన్ను ఒకసారి లైట్ ఆఫ్ చేసి ఆన్ చేసి చూస్తా. ఇప్పుడు
Yes, sir, కొంచెం better.
Clear sir.
Now better.
ఓకే okay Nana. A bar minus B bar is not equal to B bar minus A bar. Let's see. A bar is one vector. I have to subtract B bar from A bar. So what I have to do? Let me consider B bar. B bar as another vector. B bar as another vector. I have to add. I can write like this: A bar minus B bar can be written as A bar plus of minus B bar. Is it not? Let's see. Now A bar ki nenu B bar subtract cheyali ante, what I have to do is I have to add minus B bar to A bar. So this is A bar, B bar. So how to add minus B bar?
Extend B bar, sir.
A bar is like this. A bar. If I bring B bar parallel, I mean if I slide B bar towards A bar, this becomes B bar.
It joins the tail of the B bar.
But here this resultant gives A bar plus B bar. This resultant gives A bar
Extend,
plus B bar.
sir.
But what I
B bar.
So I will reverse B bar. Yeah, I will write in this way, in this direction. And what is this one?
Minus B bar.
Yeah, this will be minus B bar. This will be minus B bar. Then I want A bar minus B bar. A bar minus B bar. Now resultant will be from tail of first vector to head of second vector. Resultant will be from tail of first vector to head of second vector. Tail of first vector to head of second vector. So how should I draw? This will be
From tail of A bar.
yes, tail of A bar to head of minus B bar. So this will be A bar plus of minus B bar, which is nothing but A bar minus B bar. So resultant what I am getting is A bar minus B bar. Fine. But let's see B bar minus A bar. Let's try to find out B bar minus A bar. So I have two vectors A bar and B bar. I have to subtract first vector A bar from second vector B bar. Now Now what I will get? I can write B bar minus A bar as B bar minus A bar as B bar plus of minus A bar. Is it B bar plus of minus A bar? Now what I will do is I will put B bar as it is, as is B bar. This is B bar. This is B bar. Now if I want to add minus A bar to B bar, I need to reverse the direction of A bar so that it becomes minus A bar. So A bar ఏం చేస్తాను? Actually this is A bar. Actually this is A bar. Is it not? This is A bar. But what I want minus A bar. I want to add minus A bar. So what I have to do?
Extend in
Reverse
opposite
the A
direction.
bar.
What I have to do? Reverse. How to reverse A bar
Reverse
here?
the A bar, sir.
The
Okay.
ray moves.
If I reverse this A bar, if I put like this, can I add
No,
two
sir.
vectors by joining
No, sir.
tails?
No, sir.
No, I
We
can't.
have to join a tail and a head, sir.
Yes.
It
So,
should be right
what
side
I
of
will
it,
do
sir.
is, to this head of B bar, I will now, what I will do is, I will join A bar in this direction. Because both are parallel to each other. Now, can I say that this one has minus A bar? Because I have reversed the direction of A bar from left to right to right to left. It has become from right to left. The direction has been changed. Initially, the A bar vector is from left to right. Direction of A bar is from left to right. In this case, the direction of minus A bar is from right to left. Now, can I join? Now, if I take B bar as first vector and minus A bar as second vector, if I find resultant, how do I get the resultant?
Head
Direction
of
of
the
result.
minus A bar and tail of the B bar.
Tail of B bar, tail of first vector to head of second vector. Now, this becomes what? This becomes B bar
B
plus
plus
of
minus.
minus
A
A
bar.
bar, and this is nothing but B bar minus A bar. Now, what is the direction of A bar minus B bar? A bar minus B bar is inclined downwards, whereas B bar minus A bar is inclined upwards. Is inclined upwards. Here A bar minus B bar is inclined downwards. Here B bar minus A bar is inclined upwards. So can I say that are they in the same direction or are they in the different direction or opposite direction?
Opposite direction.
Exactly, they will be in the opposite direction. So whenever they are in the opposite direction, can I say that they are equal vectors? How can you define equal vectors?
No, sir.
Yes, equal vectors are nothing but two vectors should have
Which
same
lies
magnitude, same direction,
same
and both should
physical quantity.
be of same physical quantity, right? So I can say that A bar minus B bar is not in the same direction as that of B bar minus A bar. That is the reason A bar minus B bar is not equal to B bar minus A bar. So commutative law doesn't obey. Commutative law doesn't obey subtraction, laws of subtraction. Right? So, but I can say one thing, B bar minus A bar or A bar minus B bar is equal to minus of B bar minus A bar. Anachana?
Yes,
Can
sir.
I write like this? Can I say like A bar minus B bar is equal to A bar minus B bar is inclined downwards. Now B bar minus A bar is inclined upwards. Both are exactly opposite in direction. So I can say that minus of B bar minus A bar. This is negative vector. I can simply say that A bar minus B bar is equal to negative of B bar minus A bar. I can say A bar minus B bar is equal to negative vector of B bar minus A bar. Right? So now can I say now this one as anti-commutative law? Because A bar minus B bar is equal to minus of B bar minus A bar. Now I can say that as it is not obeying commutative law, but it obeys anti-commutative law. It obeys anti-commutative law. So I can say that this is nothing but vector subtraction obeys. Vector subtraction obeys anti-commutative law. Anti-commutative
Sir, module of A bar minus B bar equal to module of B bar minus A bar.
Modulus, because magnitude remains same. Yeah, I can say modulus of A bar minus B bar is equal to modulus of minus of B bar minus A bar. Magnitude always remains same as we have discussed earlier. What is, see, if I write A bar and its negative vector is, if I put A bar like this, then negative vector will be like this. Negative vector will be like this. Direction got changed. Direction is opposite, but what about its magnitude? What about its length? Length remains same. So therefore, I can say that here in this
Sir,
case,
once explain this,
modulus of
that
A
equation,
bar
sir.
is equal to modulus of minus A bar. Both are same. In the
Is equals
same
to.
way, yes, no, is equal to modulus of A bar is equal to modulus of minus A bar. In the same way, I can write modulus of, that is magnitude remains same. So therefore, I can write modulus of A bar minus B bar is equal to modulus of minus of B bar minus A bar. Right? Modulus, that is magnitude. Modulus always gives what? Modulus in mathematics, which gives magnitude of a given. It always remains same. Now let us discuss second case, that is second law, commutative law as written for first law. What is second law? Second law is nothing but associative law. Even this associative law doesn't obey vector subtraction. Second one is associative law. Associative law doesn't obey vector subtraction. It doesn't obey vector subtraction. Or I can say, because we need three vectors now. I'm just writing the formula. I'm not drawing the graphical method. I'll show like this. So A bar minus B bar minus C bar is not equal to A bar minus of B bar minus C. Right? A bar minus B bar, A bar minus B bar minus C bar is not equal to A bar minus of B bar minus C bar. Even, logically, you just check what is, if you remove brackets, what you will get here? What you will get here? If you remove brackets, A bar minus B bar minus C bar. But here, if you remove brackets, what you will get?
A bar minus B bar plus C bar.
A bar minus B bar plus C bar. Are they same?
No, sir.
No. I'm
No,
not
sir.
showing you graph. I'm just showing you these two. That means I can say that associative law doesn't obey for subtraction, vector subtraction. Right? Now let me, what is third law you have taken? Distributive law. Third law is distributive law. Let's see whether it obeys distributive law or not. Third one, yes, it obeys. Distributive
obeys.
law. Yes. Distributive law obeys vector subtraction. Distributive law obeys vector subtraction. That means if I multiply subtraction of two vectors with a scalar quantity, I can write like this. Let's say k into some constant or scalar k into a bar minus b bar can be written as k a bar minus
Ka bar minus kb bar.
So I can say that this distributive law under subtraction holds good, or I can say that distributive law under vector subtraction obeys, or distributive law obeys vector subtraction, right? So these are few laws, important laws you need to remember, right? And now today we'll discuss one very important topic. This plays a very, very important role even in second year also. Very important. Today we are going to discuss one law called parallelogram law of vector addition. Parallelogram law of vector addition, very important. Try to understand. Parallelogram law of vector addition. Very, very important. Parallelogram law of vector addition. Parallelogram law of vector addition, which is very, very important. Don't miss. And even if somebody misses this class, anyways, I'll share the video, but don't miss the video. Right? So very, very important. Even this helps in many applications to simplify the problem. Okay, so today we'll discuss this parallelogram law of vector addition. Now let me consider two vectors a bar and p bar, or let me take p bar and q bar. Right? Let me take p bar and q bar as two vectors, and here I will join two vectors in such a way that the
Sir,
two
board is somewhat blurry, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now
It is like in between, sir. Koncham.
okay, let me just hold on. Let me switch off.
Yeah, it's okay, sir.
Okay. Parallelogram law of vector addition. This is very, very important. Now let me construct a parallelogram by considering two vectors p bar and q bar. And I will draw these two vectors as two sides of a parallelogram. Right? Now let me show you. This is the figure. Let me consider one vector which is called as p bar. P bar is one vector, and let me represent another vector q bar. So these two vectors are such that the tails of the vectors got joined. Right? Tails of the vectors got joined. But how can I add now p bar and q bar? Is it possible to add p bar and q bar this time?
No, sir. No direction of vector.
Sir.
How to add, like if I want to add two vectors p bar and q bar, so tail
Sir,
of
we
second
need to
vector should
bring
coincide.
Yeah,
another
sir. Tail of second
vector,
second
sir.
vector should be coincide with the tail of or head of first vector, sir.
Yes, but using parallelogram law, I can represent these two vectors like this. Now what I will do is, let me draw a parallel line to Q bar. Parallel line to Q bar. Now can I say that this is also Q bar? If I draw a parallel line
Yes, sir. In
to Q
parallelogram,
bar,
parallel opposite lines are equal.
opposite sides
Equal.
are parallel, and also they are equal in magnitude.
Equal.
So can I take this vector as Q bar? Can I take this vector as Q bar? Yes, I can take. Now, now if you look at this, how is this Q bar? Q bar is joined in such a way that the tail of second vector Q bar is coinciding with head of first vector P bar.
So we can
Now,
draw
what should
vector,
be
sir.
this? What should be this?
Sir. P bar plus Q bar, sir.
P bar plus Q bar.
This should be the resultant, right? This should be the resultant. Let me represent this as R bar. Of course, R bar is equal to P bar plus Q bar. R bar is equal to P bar plus Q bar. Now here, very important thing, here the angle between P bar and Q bar, I'll take the angle as theta. The angle between P bar and Q bar is theta, or I can say that theta is the angle between two vectors P bar and Q bar. Right, but I haven't constructed parallelogram yet. I have only three sides. Now fourth side should be parallel to P bar. Fourth side should be parallel to P bar. So how can I draw now? How can I draw? This one. What is this one?
Same direction, sir.
Yeah. What is this one now? This should be
P bar. P bar.
P bar. This should be P bar. Right. Now let me represent the symbols, or I will denote some letters to the four corners of a parallelogram, like O, A, B, C. Now OABC forms
Parallelogram.
a parallelogram, right? OABC forms a parallelogram. Now let me represent another angle, that is resultant R bar is making some angle with this P bar. Resultant of P bar and Q bar is making certain angle with the P bar. Let me take this angle as alpha. This alpha gives the direction of resultant. This alpha gives what? This alpha gives the direction of resultant. Alpha gives the direction of resultant with P bar. P bar ki enta angle chestundi. That gives what? That gives the direction of resultant with P bar. Now let's discuss here two important points. Here my intention is to determine the magnitude of resultant. Well, first one, what is my intention? First thing is to determine the magnitude of resultant. Magnitude, how you are going to represent magnitude?
Modulus.
Modulus of which vector?
Resultant vector is R
Resultant
vector. R
vector.
bar.
R bar.
So I have to find out the modulus of R bar. This is my first intention. I need to find out the magnitude of resultant vector,
Sir,
and
board is
was
not visible, sir.
board
Sir,
is
off the light.
Reflection, sir.
Off the light, sir.
Yes, sir.
board. Just hold on.
Total blur, sir.
ఇప్పుడు కనిపిస్తుందా మీకు?
ప్రాబ్లం అది కాదు సార్, అది
నుంచి అనుకుంటా
రిఫ్లెక్షన్ ఏదో ఉంది సార్.
డోర్ నుంచి వస్తుంది సార్ రిఫ్లెక్షన్.
ఐ థింక్ విండో అనుకుంటా సార్.
ఎస్ సార్, ఆపోజిట్ లో విండో ఏమైనా ఉంటే క్లోజ్ చేయండి సార్.
విండో కాదు, లైట్ అనుకుంటా అది.
పైన వెంటిలేషన్ అది ఉన్నట్టున్నది సార్.
పైన వెంటిలేటర్.
ఇప్పుడు ఓకేనా?
లేదు సార్, అదే పని చేయాలి సార్ దానిపైన.
ఓకేనా?
టోటలీ లైట్స్ ఆఫ్ సార్. బోర్డు పైన
సార్ ఆపోజిట్ లో ఏదో రిఫ్లెక్ట్ అవుతుంది సార్, అది వెంటిలేటర్ మరి
సార్
light.
వెంటిలేషన్
వెంటిలేషన్ కావచ్చు సార్ అది.
మీరు కొంచెం లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ కి ఇటు కార్నర్ పెట్టినా మనకి రిఫ్లెక్షన్ రాదు సార్.
ఓకే సార్. నౌ
ఎస్ సార్, అది లైటే అది.
రైట్. ఓకేనా?
ఎస్ సార్.
No, it's okay. Okay. So now first my intention is to determine the magnitude. First thing is to determine the magnitude of resultant, that is modulus of R bar. I want modulus of R bar to determine the magnitude of resultant modulus of R bar, and second one is to determine the direction of resultant. Second one is to determine the of resultant R. Here I need to find out these two. One is magnitude of resultant, and second one is to determine the direction of resultant. Okay?
సార్ రిజల్టెంట్ ఆర్ బార్ కదా సార్, ఆల్ఫా రాశారు.
అవును. R bar, modulus of R bar.
సెకండ్ దాంట్లో సార్
Second దాంట్లో
ఆల్ఫా రాయాలా సార్, లేకపోతే ఆర్ బార్ రాయాలా?
డైరెక్షన్ ఆల్ఫా చూపిస్తుందా సార్?
alpha, angle
సార్ అనుకుంటా సార్.
alpha. ఓకేనా? కనిపిస్తుందా?
ఓకే సార్.
సార్ సార్.
ఎస్ సార్.
ఏంటి పీ బార్
ఓకేనా? P bar. Right? So now how can I find the value of alpha without a right angle triangle?
సరిలో చెప్పాలి మీరు ట్రయాంగిల్ ప్రొఫెసర్ ట్రయాంగిల్.
Okay. So here what I will do is
చెప్పండి చేంజ్ చేయము.
okay sir, okay. Oh, change చేస్తారా అది? Right. అయిపోతుంది సార్. So what I will do, I will drop one perpendicular. I will drop one perpendicular, right? And I will extend this vector p bar like this.
Then it will be not parallelogram, no, sir.
No. See, how to find out alpha? Can I find out alpha from this right angle triangle?
We can
Yes, sir.
we can find, sir.
We can find out, right? So that is the reason what I did is I have extended the vector p bar to somewhat, and I have dropped one perpendicular from the point P so that both can be joined or both are meeting at some point. Let me take this point as OA, B, C, D angle. Now what is this angle here?
90 degrees.
90 degrees.
90 degrees, right? So 90 degrees. Now here I mean you can find two triangles now. You can find two right angle triangles. One is ADB. ADB is one right angle triangle, and the other one is ODB. Right? I have two right angle triangles, so that now I can find out the direction of resultant as well as magnitude of resultant. Let us see how to find. Just what I did is I have dropped one perpendicular from B and I have extended OA to meet at point D. Right?
Sir,
Now,
botany class link has sent to, sir.
బాటనీ క్లాస్ సార్ ఇప్పుడు ఏం రాడు, ఇక్కడే ఉన్నాడు సార్. ఓకే, ఇది కంప్లీట్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత నేను సార్ వస్తాను. మీకు బాటనీ సిలబస్ అయిపోయిందట కదా ఆల్మోస్ట్. ఐ మీన్ సిలబస్ ఇన్ ది సెన్స్ ఈ వీక్ రైట్ అయిపోతుంది. బట్ దిస్ ఇస్ వెరీ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. లెట్ మీ కంప్లీట్ అట్లీస్ట్ magnitude of resultant. Let me show you, and tomorrow I will show you the direction of resultant. But meanwhile, keep this diagram in your mind. Keep this in right. So keep this diagram in your mind and let us do the calculations now. Okay now. So what is this angle?
Acute angle.
Acute angle. Okay, acute angle. But can I take this angle as theta? The same angle theta.
Yes, sir.
Why? See, OC
Adjacent opposite angles are equal, sir.
and AB are parallel or not? OC and AB.
Alternate angles.
No. No. Can I take this OA as transversal? OA as transversal for these two parallels.
Yes, sir.
Now, when this angle is theta, this angle also becomes theta because they are corresponding angles.
Yes, sir.
These two angles are corresponding angles. So, if this angle is theta, this angle also becomes theta. Now, can you tell me from this right angle triangle ADB, let me show you here, right angled triangle from right triangle ADB, what is the value of sin theta? From right triangle ADB, what is the value of sin theta?
1.
Huh?
Sin 90.
Yes, sir. BD by AB.
Theta के opposite side ఏముంది? What is the
Opposite by
side to
hypotenuse, sir. BD by AB.
Opposite side is BD upon hypotenuse is
AB.
AB, right? So from this, sin theta is equal to BD upon what is the value of AB?
Q bar.
Q
Q bar.
But here I will
Q
write
bar.
magnitude of Q bar because angle cannot be a vector quantity. Angle
Yes,
cannot
sir.
be
Yes, sir.
a vector
It
quantity.
was only
So
magnitude.
simply what I will write is Q. What is this Q? Represents Q is nothing but
Hypotenuse.
magnitude of Q bar.
sir.
Magnitude of Q bar. So from this, what is the value of BD?
Sin theta into Q.
Theta into Q.
Q sin theta. Is it not? BD is equal to Q sin theta. Now, what is the value of cos theta from this right angle triangle?
AD by AB, sir.
AD.
AD by AB, right?
AB.
So you see, right? Cos theta. Cos theta is equal to AD, adjacent side upon hypotenuse, which is AB. Now from this, cos theta is equal to AD upon what is the value of AB?
Q, sir. Magnitude of
Q bar.
Q bar.
Magnitude of Q bar, right? So what I will get from this, the value of
AB is
AD
equals
as
to Q cos theta.
AD is equal to Q cos
Q
theta.
cos theta.
AD is equal to Q cos theta, right? I got two values now. I got the value of AD after extension. I got the value of BD after dropping perpendicular to meet at point D. Now I got two values. From which triangle I got? I got these two sin theta and cos theta values from triangle ADB. Right? Now, another right triangle is also, I mean, you can see here. You can see another right triangle ODB.
ODB.
Now, can I write here AD as? Okay, can I write here AD as what? AD is equal to Q cos theta. And can I write here
Q cos
BD
theta.
as? This BD as
Q sin theta.
Q
Q sin theta.
sin theta. Right? Now, let me take these two values AD and BD, what I got from triangle, I mean right triangle ABD. Now let me consider another right triangle ODB. Let us see what I get. From right triangle ODB. From this right triangle ODB, what is the value of OB? What is the value of OB? Or can I say that OB is hypotenuse of right triangle ODB?
Yes, sir.
What is the formula we have according to Pythagoras theorem? Hypotenuse square is equal to
Opposite
Side
square
square
AD
plus
plus
square
opposite
side
square.
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 Opposite square plus
Side
opposite square.
square. Right here, from right triangle ODB, which one is hypotenuse?
OB, sir.
Right. So
OB, sir. OB
OB
is
OB square. Let me write OB square first. So OB square is equal to
OA square.
no.
Sir, again we have AD also. No?
OD square.
OD square. Right on OD.
OD square
BD
plus
OD
BD
square
square.
plus
B
OD square plus
B
BD
square.
square.
Is it not? OB
OB is
square
equals
is
to
equal.
root OD square plus BD square.
Yeah. Now what I will do is OB value is how much? R bar.
R
So
bar.
R square is equal to OD is nothing but OA plus AD whole square. OA plus AD whole square plus BD square. Can I write like this?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Actually, OA plus AD gives OD. Now, R square is equal to, what is the value of OA?
P, sir.
P. That is modulus of P. P plus, what is the value of AD we got?
Q
Q
cos
cos
theta.
theta.
Q cos
Whole square.
theta plus what is the value of AD we got?
Q sin theta.
Q sin theta.
Theta. So Q sin theta whole
Sin
square.
theta square. Whole square.
Now if I simplify this, this is in the form of A plus B whole square. A plus B whole square. So R
A
square
square
is
plus
equal to
2AB plus B square.
P square plus D square. Q square cos square theta plus 2AB 2PQ cos theta plus another term. If you expand this, Q square sin square theta. If I expand this completely, what I will get, R square is equal to P square plus Q square cos square theta plus 2PQ cos theta plus Q square sin square theta. Now from these two terms, can I take Q square as common?
Yes, sir.
If I take Q square as common, what I will get is R square is equal to P square plus Q square into cos square theta plus sin square theta plus, what is the other term we have?
2PQ cos theta.
P into cos theta. Let me erase this part. Now, check. If what is the value of cos square theta plus sin square theta, which is identity?
1.
Sir.
1.
From this model, it is R square is equal to P square plus Q square plus
This one.
2PQ cos theta, because since cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to,
One.
visible, cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. Cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. This is the value of R square. Now, what is the value of R?
Under
R
root
is
of
equals
P
to
square plus Q square
root
plus
equals to
2PQ
under
cos theta.
So,
square plus of theta.
therefore, R is equal
Sir,
to
not
square
visible,
root
sir.
P square plus
Square root of
Q square plus 2PQ cos. Now, my intention is clear. I have found out the value of magnitude of result. This is nothing but magnitude of resultant R.
yes, sir.
R is equal to square root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. Very, 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 very important. Very important formula. Note it down and keep this formula in your mind. Keep this formula in your mind. R is equal to square root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. Magnitude of resultant. Now let me finish off the direction of resultant as well. Just a small, I can complete this in 2 minutes. Now from this right angle triangle ODB, another again, if you look at the triangle ODB, is it right angle triangle?
Yes, sir.
ODB, right? ODB is nothing but right angle triangle. From this right angle triangle, I want, what is my second intention? My second intention is to find out the direction of resultant.
Direction of resultant.
Direction of resultant is nothing but alpha. Now from this
Yes, sir.
right angle triangle ODB to this alpha, what is this BD? To this alpha, what is
Opposite.
this BD? Opposite side.
Opposite side.
Opposite side.
Alpha,
Opposite side.
what is this BD?
Adjacent side.
Adjacent side.
Adjacent. When you know both opposite and adjacent sides, which angle you can find out?
Sine theta.
Tan theta, sir. Tan theta.
Tan. So
Tan theta,
from
sir.
this right angle triangle ODB, I can find out the value of tan alpha, which gives the direction of resultant.
Yes, sir.
Now let me show you what is the value of tan alpha. What is the value of tan alpha? So tan alpha from the same right angle triangle. Sorry, this is from right angle triangle ODB. ODB. This is from right angle triangle ODB. From this right angle triangle ODB, tan alpha is equal to opposite side is what? BD. Opposite side to
Q
alpha
sin
is
theta.
BD and adjacent side to alpha is OD.
P plus
OD, sir.
So yes, tan alpha is equal to what is your BD?
Q sin theta.
Q sin
Q
theta.
sin theta.
Q sin theta, sir.
sin theta upon OD value.
P plus Q cos
P
theta.
plus Q cos
Q
theta.
cos theta. Because OD is nothing but OA plus AD. So P plus Q
Q cos
cos
theta.
theta. P plus Q cos theta. And from this, you can write the value of alpha as, when you take this tan towards right side, it becomes a tan inverse, which will come across in mathematics. Inverse trigonometric functions. Inverse trigonometric functions. When I take this tan towards right side, I can write like this. Tan inverse of Q sin theta upon P plus Q cos theta. Now, what is this alpha gives? This alpha gives what? This alpha gives the direction of resultant. Alpha gives the direction of resultant with which vector? Alpha gives the direction of resultant with which vector? With vector P bar. Alpha is nothing but tan inverse of Q sin theta upon P plus Q cos theta. This gives direction of resultant. Let me write here. This gives direction of resultant. Direction of resultant with P. Direction of resultant with P. Okay, so very important. Even this is important for
How,
IPE.
sir?
This is for 4 marks question. IPE lo kuda, I mean intermediate public examination lo this derivation, they'll ask this derivation. State and prove parallelogram law of vectors. State and prove parallelogram law of vectors. That means you have to derive both the magnitude of resultant as well as the direction of resultant. These two are mandatory in derivation. Okay, so let me wind up the class for today. And tomorrow, as we discussed, tomorrow is a PTM, Nana. Tomorrow you don't have botany class in the evening, but sir might tell you when the class you have. I'm not sure, but make sure that you ask your parents to attend the parent teachers meeting.
Sir.
This is mandatory. Tomorrow at 4 o'clock. I'll share the
Tomorrow
Zoom
we will
ID.
have botany class or not, sir?
I don't know. When the botany sir will come and he'll let you know whether you have class or not. He'll let you know. Okay.
Sir, as usual,
Okay, sir.
tomorrow there will be physics
Okay, sir. Bye.
physics classes, sir.
Physics class will be there. Physics class will be there tomorrow at 3 o'clock as usual. But 4 o'clock, actually, Rajita ma'am told that tomorrow you have a parent teachers meeting, right? So at 4 o'clock, so Botany sir will inform you.
Tomorrow,
Botany sir, if he wants to take the class, he will take in the morning sometime. He will inform you, don't worry.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. Sunday
Thank you.
holiday.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you. Sir, Sunday holiday.
Thank you, sir.
Sunday exam ఉంటుంది holiday, no class. Fine. Okay. Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Thank you, sir.